So what do you have? Oh,
hey guys, welcome back to Still.
Hi, I totally forgot.
No, I know, but I was thinking about it and I was like, we should still do it. I know you probably saw it because I posted on my story, but like, France banning Muslim athletes from wearing a hijab.
I saw that on TikTok.
It's sick. It's sick. And the thing is, this isn't the first time because my cousin DM'd me and she was like, you know, this isn't the first time.
I don't get it. Why?
France is known to, like, historically hate Muslims. It's just been a thing. I've known this since I was a kid. Like, I've known this. Because, and it's so small, but it's like, we flew Air France going to Lebanon one time. Ooh. And it shows. Airlines show, bro. They really do tell you a lot about the country. They were so rude to us.
Jeez.
And we were, like, one of the only, because it was a connecting flight, but, like, so it wasn't going into Lebanon, but, like, so it was not that many Muslims on this flight.
Wait, where did it connect to?
I can't remember. I was a kid, but I just remember them being so rude, and I was so confused, and I was just asking my mom, I'm like, why are they being mean to us? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And she was just like, French people just hate Muslims. Like, it's just like a racism thing, and it's like they even hate like anyone that's not French. They really do.
Is there like some history like?
I honestly don't know it.
Or they just don't.
I'm not sure, but my cousin was like, didn't you see on the news that they signed a new rule to ban hijab in France altogether? The government signed it, but not yet amended. They're trying to ban the hijab, like, altogether. That's
insane. Like, that's taking away the right of religion.
But, like, I mean, it's France. It's a different country. Like, we have freedom of, like, religion.
Oh, you're
and freedom.
right.
Like,
you're right.
That's
you're
a
right.
different country. Like, they're just going to ban it, and it's like, they don't have a freedom.
I didn't even think of that. Like, because, like, obviously
no,
you could fight that. Like,
here.
you
we
can't.
have our rights that, like,
right.
we can practice whatever religion we want. But
honestly, makes sense because, like, obviously they're having the Olympics there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, that's what it is. But because I just saw that, like, Adidas, like, one of their campaigns for the Olympics with, like, the shoes, and they had Bella Hadid on that line, and they got mad. France got mad. Olympics, they were like, she doesn't she's
support
an evil person.
Bro,
apparently,
evil is so wild. Are you serious?
Like, what?
You know how many evil people there actually are out here, and you're worried about
Okay.
But yeah,
same thing with Delta Airlines too. Did you see the pins?
Firing the employee that
there was employees wearing the Palestinian flag on their, just a little pin of the flags, and they always wear flag pins.
Yeah,
like whatever. And some people on the plane got so upset that they took it so far, and now they're like banned to wear any pins except the American flag. It's just and it's. What shook me is that when it went viral on Twitter, someone that works for the social media for Delta, I don't know if you saw that, commented back, blah, 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 I'm sorry this happened to you. I would be scared for my life as well. Like, someone, and then they deleted it. Like, I hope someone on that team got fired.
Are you
because
serious?
It was, like, whoever was behind on the team, like, definitely, like,
what, like,
on that
man is a terrorist because he's wearing a pin?
Right.
You're like, your safety is threatened on this flight because of this man's pin.
No, literally, like, it was so wild, and they, like, deleted
Oh my god. Like, first of all, you guys hired him. That's still your company. Like, he's an employee of your company. And
just
like,
because they're wearing, it's just insane.
No, because did you see that video on TikTok? If it was a woman in London, I believe it was London, and she was outside the restaurant, she wasn't allowed in because she was wearing a Palestinian flag pin as well. And they were like,
where?
I believe it was in London. And they were like, no, we don't accept any pins. And she was like, no, because if I was wearing a pride flag pin, if I was wearing an American flag pin, if I was wearing a British flag pin, you would not have a problem with this.
Yeah.
You guys would not say a thing. But because, like, I don't understand.
It's like,
she was like,
there's bigger issues. I don't understand.
And it's like, you hated that. Like, you hate us that much.
I don't understand.
That a pin
I can't
is pissing
understand
you off.
it. I can't.
They're not saying anything. They're not voicing their opinions.
Right. Right. No one's running in screaming in the store. Like,
they're just trying to be a customer, buy food,
get a cup of coffee.
Like, I don't understand. It's just, bro, I was talking to someone, and they reminded me that pyramid schemes still exist. Like,
oh yeah,
obviously, but like, I forget about it in like my day to day. Like, I haven't thought about probably a pyramid scheme in like years. Like, we haven't heard anyone, you know, talking about it or been involved. But like recently, I've met someone who is kind of so. It just brought up so many memories that like I kind of forgot about, because immigrant parents they're the biggest one. They're the biggest target, bro. Like, they're gonna go for you every time. And I feel like most kids are like kids of immigrant parents. Like, you have like your parents have probably been roped into one or two things. You gotta
step up and say something sometimes.
No, literally, you really do, because they don't realize how sketchy it is. And like, I was really young, and I remember there's probably like, I can think of like 3 that we were involved in, bro.
Jeez.
Like, I'm sorry, guys, but like, not my parents' fault, obviously. Like, they didn't understand, like, I mean, that they're being taken advantage of.
It's a weird thing because obviously the people that are like in it like are making money from it, but you have to like invest and be all the way up there already. So unless you're really ready to dedicate
your whole life to it,
like, then like, yeah, but like when you're just like, you know what I mean,
if
like,
it's just like a little side job,
it's not probably not anywhere.
Gonna be that, yeah, it's probably not gonna be that great. But like, I remember I went with them to a few meetings. Like, I was sitting in a conference room, but the office, like when we walked in the office, bro, it looked like a scam. What? And I was a child. Like, come on, think about it. I'm 10, 11. Like, I'm a child. And I can feel how icky this is. Like, I can feel something's wrong. Like, this office does not look normal. This looks like they could be shut down and, like, closed in a day. Wrapped up in a day, and you don't even know that they were
transferred somewhere else where never existed.
Like, never existed. And I'm sitting in this meeting with them, and they're talking, and then nothing is making sense. And it's like, yes, I'm a kid, but...
The passage of time into the passage of time, and in the sense of it, the passage of time.
And it's just the passage of time.
Quoted by
don't do it,
Miss Harris. Like, make it make sense. But wait, what were they trying to sell your?
I cannot remember for the life of me what my parents.
It was a long time ago.
Like, it was like a long time ago, and like I was still a kid. Like, I don't know what they were trying to get my parents to sell. I feel like it was like property or like investing and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was like realty, like
really just an investment. Really, they just wanted like, their money,
or like just I don't know, bro. It was so sketchy. And the thing is, it's never like white people into the pyramid schemes, especially in Florida.
It's a whole variety.
It's a whole variety. So it's like you wouldn't think that it's like too sketchy.
They're like, oh, this is a diverse company.
Yes, it's like people like us. It's like it's fine. Like, we trust.
We're a family here.
Bro, they got their ass every time. It's just like, I like to think that's where I get like I don't trust anything now. Like, I really don't. But I'm also still so gullible. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, I don't trust things, but...
I remember when Kayla... I was living with a friend, and we were sharing a room, and in the morning, because they were applying for a bunch of jobs, they were getting good interviews, and they were really excited about this one job. And I remember, like, I was, like, there was a curtain, so, like, I was, like, listening, and it was, like, a Zoom call. Immediately... She knew that it was like one of those.
You can always tell on the Zoom call, bro.
Things, and like it made no sense, and there was so many people in the Zoom call, and it's just crazy because like you would never know in the job description on like Indeed or something. I feel like she left the call early, but even then, like it lasted hours. Like it was literally, and she wasn't even talking. It was just a man talking about whatever.
I feel like they're just talking in circles to confuse you, so that you're not thinking too much of it. Because at that point, you're checked out and you're just like staring off. Like, you're not really listening or registering anything.
That wasn't. Well, there's a name for it. It's not period scheme. It was
Ponzi scheme. There's Ponzi schemes. There's pyramid schemes. Like that. But like Ponzi schemes are different.
Something when the job was not the job. You know what I mean? Why do I feel like it starts with an M? I don't know. Whatever. But. I don't know what this would be considered, but this reminds me of when I was little, probably the same age when you were going with your parents to whatever. I went with my stepmom and my dad to like this, I don't know how they found it. Like, I really don't know how they found it, but it was at like this center place, and it was this guy selling these pots and pans.
Oh.
Yes. And like as a kid, it was like a place that was like an event center. Like, I don't know.
Like Sam's? Like, were you at Sam's and like those people who sell like the little knives?
No. It was just him.
Where were
we? We went in a room and like with other people, and I know it's crazy, but this is what I remember as a child. And it's just this guy doing a demo of these pans, and like he was good. He was good. Like, these pans, what made them different from others was that...
Now you about to sell me on that.
No, listen. they like, let's say you want to make rice and like chicken, whatever, like they stacked. Like you could make two things on one. Listen, my stepmom spent thousands of dollars on these pots and pans. I don't think we ever used them. This is when we like, she didn't even have kids yet. They were not married. They just used I think they used it a couple times, but like it was not worth thousands of dollars.
How many did they get? Like, was it?
I don't remember, but it was like the set, but like, I don't know
like
if
a normal set of like 12
everyone
pieces?
Thought like this was, and this is also before like big time social media.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but like still, why would you ever pay that much for some pots and pans?
Bro, my parents have been sold on that. The people from Costco,
I feel like
demos.
your parents, if they went to that, they
100%.
would buy it. They would buy it. Like, I'm telling you, like, this guy cooked and he had us eat. Like, it was good.
The amount of times me and my dad went to Costco or Sam's together and came home with a knife set. Some like thing that this man was doing a demo of, and like my dad was sold.
But you know what's
every
funny?
time.
I feel like back then we would be set, like we would like get things more and than like now. Now we're like, fuck off. Like we keep walking.
Oh,
and,
well,
like,
yeah, now
like,
because we don't trust people. Because of stuff like that, they took advantage of our parents so many times. We're like traumatized. We don't trust these people. We don't even stop to like
or
give
like,
them
and just like also like marketing has to be social media now for it to really catch our generation.
Bro, and
like,
I feel like everything
spam.
is a scam when it's just people standing. Remember when we were scammed
that's why
outside
when
of
you
Target, Brie?
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, wait, before you get into it, but I was gonna say, like, you always say, like, oh, I feel like TikTok's gonna find the answers. Basically, what you think is a scam now, it just moves to social media, so that's why you can't believe it.
Oh no, I'm literally like our moms back in the day when they believe everything on Facebook.
We just shifted it to TikTok.
Yeah, we believe everything we see on TikTok, and it's like, well, TikTok said it, so.
But anyways, yeah, we got scammed once.
Bro, it was so
the
bad.
The thing is, we didn't get scammed. We just,
I believe we got scammed. I don't think that was actually going to the organization that they claimed it was. This was two boys on the side
It was. They were kids from school trying.
They were not kids. They were like in their early 20s, Brie. They were scamming us. So this is what they did, because the full, like, right off the bank, Brie. Right off the freaking bank. First of all, we were going to Target to buy stuff for our fresh newborn kittens. We just got our baby cats. We were trying to get stuff for them.
Let's keep in mind, we were unemployed, broke.
We did not have money to spend like that back then. Like, we still don't, but like...
Still don't.
But, like, we really did it. We did it. We shouldn't have. But they got us. They started talking to us, and they're like, love your shoes. And I literally, mind you...
What's funny is I only did because you did.
Because I felt bad because they got me with the shoe comment. They were like, I love your shoes. And I was like, thank you. I just got them at the thrift store. Like, mind you, I said I got them at the thrift store, implying... Like, what the hell? Like, are you, like, do I look like I made a freaking money? Like, I'm wearing my thrift store shoes right now, and you're about to, okay. He really did his big one with that, because...
It's funny, they were wearing, like, designer names when now that I think about it.
I feel like they were.
I feel like they were.
But first of all, they sold me on this plan where I'm literally spending $50 for, I don't even know what I was helping to cure. Like, I don't know what it was.
You were helping cancer kids.
Was it?
You were helping cancer kids.
Was I actually? Because I feel like I wasn't.
I feel like
I was helping them.
A scam.
I feel like I was helping them.
I don't think it was a scam. We had to sign things, and it was actual, like, work tablets from, like, their school. But
I don't know. I feel like scammers are like that now.
But then again, you never know.
No, because I've heard other girls get scammed outside of Target, so that's why I feel like we were being scammed. And the thing is, we were like, so I donated $50, and then the other guy's talking to Bree, and he goes, "How? No, your girl's donating $50, Bree. You have to donate $50." Convincing Bree to donate, and now Bree's looking at me like, "What are you doing, Hidaya?" And I'm like,
I had to use a credit card because I didn't even have the money.
I was like,
but no, it wasn't 50. We ended up doing 100 each.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did, because they were like, if you do 50 more, you can win a package to Bora Bora.
We didn't go to Bora Bora, obviously.
We didn't go to Bora Bora.
I'm still waiting for that call.
But, like, it's just the way that we walked away, and I'm like, oh, my God. Like, we were supposed to go grocery shopping.
We didn't get groceries. We basically just got the cat food, cat loader, and went home. And we didn't eat.
Lost $100.
Because, what the heck?
Yeah. Every time we walk by now, I'm like...
Oh, I can't go to that one over there.
No, there's nothing there anymore, but I always think, like, oh, that's where that little table was.
No, that's where we got scammed out of $200.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
A spooky story.
Is it a real spooky story or like
It's real. Have you ever heard of the lamp?
The lamb?
The lamp.
I've heard of lamps.
No, the story, the lamp.
No.
Okay, so once upon a time, I'm just kidding. Okay, this is a true story.
Real?
Yeah.
Where'd it happen?
Like somewhere in the middle of the states.
Okay, Midwest.
So basically, yeah, I don't want to say a state. Like, I feel like it's like Louisiana or something. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
It's somewhere where there was a big college.
Okay.
There was this boy. He was in, what did you do?
I just pulled my finger back when I moved.
He went to a big campus. I forgot what college. Went to school there. Met a girl. They hit it off, obviously. And 10 years later, down the line, like, they're married. Okay. They ended up having 2 kids. Like, he had a happy life. You know, he started a family. And he was working while most of the time, I think his wife, like, stayed at home most times. And one day, he was sitting in the living room, and he noticed that the lamp on the, what is it called? A nightstand in the living room. Yeah, the lamp there was, like, kind of blurry. Like, everything else in the room, like, looked normal, but the lamp was blurry. And he would rub his eyes and, like, turn around and look back. And, like, for some reason, the lamp was blurry. And he was, like, at first thinking, like, is something wrong with me? Like, is my, like, you know, am I sick? Why is this lamp blurry? Whatever, goes to sleep. Next day, again, he didn't say anything to his wife or anything. Like, he didn't want to, like, worry them that, you know, that he's not feeling well. Whatever, it keeps happening. The lamp is still blurry. And then he notices that it's, like, upside down. The lamp is, like, it looks upside down. And nothing else in the room is upside down. And he's, like, kind of freaking out at this point. Like, thinks, like, am I hallucinating? Like, what is going on? Like, why is this lamp upside down? And ends up, like, staying up all night. He stops going to work for a few days. His wife is, like, asking stuff because he's, you know, now he's, like, uncomfortable. He's being weird. Like,
he's losing it.
He's losing, you know, yeah. And he's, like, watching this lamp. And it's, like, glitching at the same time. Like, it's strange.
Yeah.
And so, like, he doesn't want to tell his wife still. Like, he's like, I'm fine. I'm just taking a few days off because I'm sick. He stays up all night watching this lamp. And eventually, like, she starts, like, telling the family, like, she thinks something's wrong. She wants to call a doctor, da-da-da-da-da. He, like, is not even speaking anymore. And he's watching this lamp, and the lamp is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it gets so big to the point that it's filling up the whole living room. Something's not right, like part of some like simulation. Sounds insane. I know. It gets so big that now everything is just like turns to chaos, and then it's all white, but then he hears voices, confused. Like, he starts hearing voices and like frantic yelling. He wakes up, there's a crowd of people above him, and he's at his college campus. The police of whatever that state was came on campus and like just picked him up and put in the police car, and he's like, what's going on? What's happening? Like, why am I here? Where's my wife? The policeman obviously was just like, I don't know, man. And turns out he was on campus and he got hit by like some jock, was knocked out unconscious and hallucinated a future. He thought he lived 10 years.
Oh my god, are you sure he wasn't on that DMT? Like,
no, that's what I thought too.
Sounds like.
That's what I imagine DMT is.
That's
like.
Exactly what it sounds like.
He had to go to severe therapy, like.
Well, yeah, because you were knocked unconscious that heavily that you literally created a whole life. You
lived 10 years and lived a whole life. I'm sure a lot of people have heard this story before because I just found out with this story recently. But when I found out about it, I was like, oh, so this is what people were talking about, because I remember at one point months ago, it was a trend on TikTok, and it was people recording their lamps or their living room, and they're like staring at this lamp a little too long, or like, I can never look at a lamp the same again. And I just didn't get it. Yeah. Like, I just was like, okay, like, I don't know what they were talking about, but I guess it's because that guy's story came out.
Bro, that gives me like feelings of like how when you think about like deja vu, it's like, what if you already like thought you lived it, like you saw it somewhere else, and that's why you feel weird in that moment,
and
because
you're like,
you're doing it again, and you already did it, you know? Like, because I've gotten that like multiple times where I've looked at something and I'm like, I feel like I was sitting right here watching this exact same thing happen. Yeah. Like, I felt like that so many times, especially lately. I'm like, what's that about?
It's freaky.
Deja vu is a weird feeling. I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, to be honest. It makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Or, like, just, like, what if in another, what is it called?
Like another universe? Like, is that what you mean?
Another universe. Because NASA released that it is real.
Deja vu?
No, that, you know, like, the butterfly effect, like,
that's what I was thinking about when you were saying the story, to be honest.
Like, basically another life, but there's another word for it. But they released that it is real. There is other versions that, like, you're doing another thing. Like, do you know what I mean?
Do you ever think that, like, on the other planets, like in the solar system, it's just other versions of us on each one of them doing a different life? Just in a different way.
Maybe.
Like, what if it's the same set of people on every planet? Just a different version of us.
It's just, like, I know that we have to be doing something. It's a lot to think about because there's so much about space that, like, it creates, like, you know, the movie Interstellar, like, there's so many, like, timelines that, like, in space, like, things don't exist. Like, that's why in some place or it exists, but, like, there's so many.
Is different.
The time, like, that's why in some places that is Earth years. In another place, it's 1 hour.
We could be 100 on a different planet. Yeah. And, like, a baby on another one.
Right, because, like, in the movie and stuff, like, obviously it's a movie. It's not, like, based on a true story. But, like, in that one place that he was at, 1 hour went by and his kid was already a grown, middle-aged woman.
That movie also
from 1 hour there.
Also, the butterfly effect. That's why I was thinking about it when you were talking about that story, because it was just giving the college vibe of, like, with his girlfriend. Yeah. And it was just making me think about that movie. And because I recently said that, like, it was one of, like, the top 5 movies, like, in my opinion, that I've watched that I liked a lot.
Butterfly Effect?
I put that on my top 5.
With Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's so crazy?
I loved it so much.
I loved that movie so much because, like, I also I have not watched really any other Butterfly Effect movies. And I watched it. Huh?
Are there more?
I'm sure there is.
Like,
I'm sure there is. But I thought it was a good movie. It's an older movie, yes. But remember Miss Sutton from Psychology?
Yeah.
She hated that movie so much. She said it was so awful. And, like, she made me feel like I had a horrible taste in movies.
Why did she say that?
She just said it was, like, it was such a bad movie. Like, it was, like,
the
laughable.
idea, like, the concept?
I don't know.
Or,
no,
like,
just the movie.
Like, the way it was filmed.
Everything. And I was so, because I already watched it when I took that class, and I was
we loved Miss Sutton. We loved her, so
I was offended that she said that.
It's like a heartbreaking feeling when someone you, like, look up to, like, shits on something you like or love.
Yeah, like, it was like, and, like, she was saying to the whole class, and, like, she was laughing, and people were laughing, and I guess, like, it's actually a common thing that, like, people think that movie's funny. I mean, I thought it was a good movie. Like, whatever.
I enjoyed it because it's okay.
It's a cool, like, theory.
I don't see how it's laughable, though.
I don't either.
Thing is, I feel like I feel like there's 2 different types of people. There's different brains and the way people digest movies. So I feel like different kinds of people, like, we appreciate movies. We like watching movies. We enjoy figuring out what the meaning behind what is. Like, we enjoy doing that. Like, dissecting the whole movie. I feel like some people just aren't movie people. They don't really, like...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe she just wasn't a movie person because, like... Yeah, that's like saying Interstellar was laughable. Like, it's laughable.
I mean,
like,
how is that 2 different movies, but it's
like... Yeah, but it's like... You could say that to someone who...
Maybe she just thought it was filmed poorly, which it is an old movie. Like, but I don't know. Like, it was interesting. It was creepy to think about,
It was,
you know?
Yeah, it's just... and for a psychology teacher to say... That's what
I'm
blowing
saying.
me. Like, that's what's really making me, like...
That's the one thing I remember comment from her.
That's really what's making me question it. Like, how are you a psychology teacher and you thought Butterfly Effect was bad?
Bad.
Was it? Are we dumb? Like,
I remember...
That's making me want to rewatch it right now. Because, like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was
and I just watched it not that long ago.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Oh, wow.
I watched it with you for the first time, Brie.
Oh, when? At the old place?
No, on our list. It was on our list. We literally watched it in this place.
Oh. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah. It was the first time I ever watched it. Recently, I thought about... Because, like, I can never not think about it. I really messed up one day. I didn't realize that when you are, like trying to spell something out on the phone... You're supposed to use the phonetic alphabet. Like, you're supposed to use a set group of words to explain it.
No, I didn't know it had to be certain things.
Yeah, it's like alpha, beta, whatever. Yeah, I'm just over here, like, whatever frog, pyramid, toes. I'm just, like, literally saying whatever word pops in my head.
I think when I saw that online,
that people laughed. Like, I've literally heard the person on the phone laughing at me.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, what that?
Like, I feel like people, every time I hear people say different things, so why?
Because we weren't taught, like, the phonetic letters properly.
the
Like we
OG
weren't taught those letters. Like older people were, especially like older American people. They definitely know the full thing.
Yeah, I thought you just say whatever word that's like a common word.
Nope, it's like the alpha, beta, whatever. Like I don't even know what the C is, to be honest.
Cat.
Is it cat? Is it? It skips the cat.
I didn't even know it was. I thought it was apple. Boy. B for boys. Definitely. I've heard people in the offices say B for boy. Wait. And I know that for a fact because also my grandmother, who used to work for this data company.
But like this is the proper way, technically. It's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. And the thing is, I've literally heard people say that. It's Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet.
If someone said
Kilo,
F for
Lima.
Foxtrot to me, I'd be
I've
so
heard
confused.
people say that. But like it's like weird because they don't all match. Like Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra.
Goodbye.
Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu.
The heck? Z for zebra. That's what everyone freaking says. And F for flower.
I've never.
B for boy.
No, but that's what it all is on all of them though. Like that's literally what it's the military alphabet. That's why.
Alpha, beta, sigma. Like foxtrot. The heck is a foxtrot?
It's a foxtrot, Bree.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
I don't know.
What the heck?
Do I look like I went into the military?
What would our alphabet be?
Our alphabet?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do this whole thing right here?
Yeah, you first. Quick with it. It's like what the first thing comes to your head like that you would use.
Oh, I'd say A for apple.
You gotta do it fast.
Oh, I'm doing all of them?
Yeah.
I thought we were going back and forth.
No.
Well, B for banana, C for cat, D for dog, E for elephant, F for frog, G for...
Why frog? I would do flower.
Frog, because that's what just comes to my mind when I think of F. This is my letters. G, grass, H, horse.
I'm just trying to. I was just gonna...
I, igloo.
No, igloo's not a good one.
How are you telling me? This is mine. J, jaguar.
Jaguar.
Shut up, bro. Like
Jack.
This is for me.
Okay.
Gee, like what is?
No wonder they laughed at you on the phone.
Shut up. K, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Fine, kangaroo.
Kite.
Llama.
You're insane.
You're insane. M, money. N for no. O for opal. P for possum. Q for queen. R for rabbit. Snake. Tiger.
I cannot believe you right now.
U for umbrella. V for velociraptor.
You're lying. You're lying. You're absolutely lying. Like, this has to be a joke. And you were concerned why they were laughing at you. They were not laughing at you because you didn't say the direct military phonetic alphabet. They were laughing at you because you were like, opal, jaguar, velociraptor, whatever it is.
Velociraptor, do you not know? Are
yes,
you stupid?
I know. I've watched Jurassic Park.
Jeez. Xylophone. Y for yo-yo. And then Z for zebra. Duh.
What I want to know is why is 98% of the words animals?
I don't know. That's just pops in my head. Like, because everyone in the world knows what animals are.
Possum.
What, you want me to say parrot?
Maybe pasta. Simple words.
Bro, these are simple words. Everyone knows what animals are. Like, I don't understand. Am I wild? Am I wrong? Am I wrong for this?
That's a I mean, I know what all those words are, yes.
Exactly. They weren't like something like...
But it's like...
out of the ordinary.
The point of it is to help people like with sounds and like...
Yeah.
It's also just like so wild. Like that's what comes to your head. Like I would laugh too if I was on the phone, you know?
You know what? I don't need this. Anyways. Why is everyone trying to give me a nickname all of a sudden? I feel like everyone's trying, and someone said something that low-key triggered me.
Everyone has always said that you need a nickname.
Yo, yeah, I don't get it, though.
Because you don't have one.
But, like, why do I need one?
Because it's nice.
But, like, do people not like saying my name? Is it too complicated?
No, but it's nice to have a nickname.
But it's like, you're Brie, I'm Hidaya. People have been trying Daya for a while.
I like
But
Daya.
no one says it. No one ever calls me that. Everyone still calls me by my name. So it's like, you guys talk about all these nicknames, but then no one ever goes through with it. I still get called Hidaya.
I do like Jay-Z.
I don't like Jay-Z.
Why?
Cause I don't want to be Jay-Z. My cousin's nickname is Jazzy, cause Hijazi. Like, she just goes by Jazzy.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but like that's her nickname.
Yeah,
I can't also do that.
I like Hi.
That literally sounds like a dit's name. Like, hi, like what? Like
HH is nice too, but I feel like because of like
culinary.
Yeah, like you know what? I don't.
It was like overused. That's what everyone called me. No one even knew my name. To the point, like that's what people called me.
It's like when I hear it, I just think of high school, so it's like
It's crazy how many people did not know my name. Don't call me HH if you don't know my name. Learn my name, and then you don't want to say it, but like, you don't even know what my name is. At least find out what the HH is short for. Like, come on. They could ask. They were being rude.
I feel like you'd be pissed.
Someone asked what my name was? No, just tell them what my name was.
Because I feel like knowing you'd be pissed because you knew their name, and you're like, how could they not know my name?
Well, no, I wouldn't even care. I would have just said it. Most people there didn't. It was because I was selling food.
That's the thing.
So
like,
they were coming in.
Yeah, they would just come in. It's just because our chef, like, he always, like, called you. Like, he would yell it all the time.
No, he loved it. It's because he couldn't print. He was like, it's too complicated.
I've
Can I just call you HH?
I've heard him say Hidaya, though.
Oh, no, he knew how to say my name. But he was like, it's too long. Like, it's like we're in the kitchen. Like, everything's so fast. Like, it's just like, HH. Go get that.
Bro, I've always wondered why, because that was the first time I ever noticed, why people named Robert are called Bob. Why is that a thing?
It's always been a thing. It's always Bob is short. It's always,
because I remember it was freshman year, I brought it up to you because I noticed that, and you were like, oh, like, Bob is short for Robert, and, like, you told, like, I remember the day you told me
thought
that,
his name was Bob, like, Bob. Like,
yeah, I was so confused. I was so confused, and, like, ever since that, like, you told me, I was like, I never knew that was a thing until now.
Everyone named Bob is a Robert. And everyone that's like, bro.
It's just because, like, I have an uncle Robert.
Yeah.
And his father was also Robert. Like, no one's ever called them Bob.
Because that's white people. Like, your grandfather was not a white man. You know what I mean? He was not, like, typical, right? Like, he was white. He was Peruvian,
He passed away.
Wasn't
no, my nanny was born in Peru.
He was Russian.
My grandma was born in Peru.
Your grandpa was Russian.
Yeah, but he's not born. He's from Long Island, New York.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know anything about his family or at all. We don't know them.
Yeah, but I feel like it's more of like a redneck thing than like a New York thing. New Yorkers wouldn't do that. That's like a very redneck South Florida, like Texas. Like they'd go by Bob or like Richard is Dick. I didn't know that till like I was older. Wait, old Richard white men, they'll call like Richards Dick.
Also,
like, that's,
did
like,
you
that's,
know?
Like, the nickname.
Did you know the nickname for Elizabeth? This one blew me too. I was like, wait,
Liz.
What? Well, yes, but
or Ellie.
No, Birdie.
What?
Yes.
Bertha?
Birdie.
Birdie? Elizabeth? How do you get Birdie from Elizabeth?
Why
are you aging her 50 years?
It's like the same thing for Bob and Robert and Dick for Richard. Like,
I feel like
Birdie.
it just ages them. Like, it just makes them older.
I mean, I'm sure it's old-timey. Like,
yeah, it is.
Nickname.
That's why it's only, like, old people who you see doing that. Like, if a kid was named Robert now, they're not going by Bob.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt it. A kid our age is gonna go by Bob. Like, no.
Yeah.
I think the Bobs are over. Like, the people who are named Bob now are the last
They're old.
of it. They're the last of their kind, and I don't think anyone's
gonna
name their next kid Bob. Like, right? I feel like we're all in agreement with that.
Yeah.
No one's doing that, right? It's all just like
maybe Bobby.
Okay, I get Bobby. I get Bobby.
And I see that for a girl too.
For girls,
like,
yeah, I get that a lot. But like
Bob the Builder.
It just gives blob, you know? Like, blob.
Yeah, it's just so like it's too simple. You know what I mean? Like
I think of like a bob haircut.
Bob.
Isn't
it funny how like when a guy sends a meme, it's literally only what they find. Like as girls, we send things that like, oh, like I think of you, or I think of this friend, I think of that. Like girls send things tailored to each other.
Yeah.
But then guys, they'll send you what they think is funny, and it's always never funny.
It's never funny.
Like I remember one time this guy was nonstop sending me memes of monkeys. Like it was just like monkey videos.
Monkeys?
It was just like a monkey in a bath. A monkey like climbing around like a house and like thought it was funny. Like I don't know. I just like it's just funny, and like sometimes I get like messages from just random men like that I don't even know, I've never talked to, which is another crazy thing. Like, why are you sending me memes when I don't know you nor have I ever talked to you? And it's not like it's something like to apply to me or like I should do this, like, you know, like sending me, like, it's just like
they think we're friends.
Yeah, like they think we're friends, just regular quoted funny memes, but like it's also just also never funny. Like, it's like I'm like, oh, this is your humor. Like, why'd you send that to me? Like, you could have not sent that to me. Like, did you think I was gonna laugh too?
But I feel like men don't even think we'll laugh. I think they just want to be like, look what I think is funny. Like, look what I find funny. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, look. But like, I don't think they think we'll even laugh.
I don't know.
I don't think they think we'll laugh because
I'm just like,
men really do laugh at the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, it makes zero sense. It's not funny.
Don't get me wrong. I'm like pretty brain rot too. Like, I find the most stupidest things hilarious. But like, I mean, genuinely, like, these things are not funny, bro.
And it really makes me question them as a person and their rights. Like, why do you have so many rights?
So
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Okay, top secret, but like,
top secret.
Not that I'm like a Roblox player or anything, but like, I do specifically love to play Dress to Impress on Roblox. And if you know, you know. And if you love fashion, you know. It's literally just a fashion game, and you have a theme, you dress up, go on the runway, whatever. I like mentioned that I had a podcast with my friend.
Oh my god.
And other people in the chat were watching the podcast while freaking we were playing, and Hidaya was just like, oh, good job. You're being productive while gaming.
No,
getting
like,
more views.
At least you're doing something for the podcast. Like, honestly. I was like, you better do that on every game you're on. Like, I want you working. Can't have a slacking.
But
come on.
If you play it too, add me at BBBIBI_breezy. B for boy, R for rhinoceros, E for elephant, E for electrolyte, and Z for zebra, and Y for yo mama. BB_breezy.
That was good. What was the underscore for?
Underscore for
under your ass.
Underworld. What? Captain Underpants. Underscore.
Okay, you're crashing out.
I also have new baby names.
Do you? Didn't you literally just the other day say, I don't want kids? Not that long ago.
If I adopt a kid, I could still name it.
No, you can't. They come with names most of the time, Brie.
These list of names could apply to cats as well. You know? They're just baby names. But I really like Amora.
It's like Amora.
I know. It's Spanish and stands for love. Love that. I also like Cosmina. I think it's Greek.
That reminds me of Pashmina.
What's that? Is that like
scarf.
A fabric?
Yeah.
Speaking of scarves, my dad said that he ordered like 100 hijabs.
Why? On Whatnot?
On Whatnot. He's still
on it?
It's really bad, Hidaya.
He needs to delete it. Like, second is just needs to delete it.
The thing is, like, his
phone.
point of it was to like resell these items for like a price. He sold a couple things. Like, he needs to stop buying and just sell it all, and then slowly buy more as you sell. But it's not
a big yard sale or something. Like, he needs to do something.
The money is not adding up, and
so he bought 100 scarves to do what with them?
Well, I think he wants to give you some scarves.
I thought he was selling them.
He said he was like, oh, I just bought a shitload of hijabs. I don't know where they are. They never came in. Like, he's waiting for it.
He needs to sell them. He needs to resell them.
You should look through it, though.
No, I'll definitely take one or two, but like, he should resell. Like, he bought 100 scarves. That's ridiculous. He said one of my kids is Muslim. She needs these.
Real.
He's so funny. He's so funny. I don't know what's going on, but like, I feel like everyone's getting their period during the full moon this month.
When's the full moon?
It's this weekend. They were saying,
oh my gosh, I'm supposed to get it.
No, like, it was this weekend. That came.
Oh.
This past weekend. They were like, if you have your period this like weekend.
The weekend that already passed.
That weekend that passed for the full moon. It was some like witch talk type thing. They were like, you're a black witch. You're a red witch.
Oh god.
Sorry about that. But I was just like, I don't know why I've had the worst cramps, and I feel like it's because of the full moon.
Girl, you say this every time you have your period,
Bro, it's
though.
so bad.
That's why I said that one time. I was like, I don't know why it doesn't matter how old I get. When I get my period, it's like
it's a fresh pain.
It's a fresh, like, it's, I will never get over. I'll never grow out of it. Like,
no.
It's always like so.
But it's also, it's a feeling that I don't, you know, it's like, okay. You know how you remember the feeling of pains, like certain pains?
Yeah.
I can never remember the feeling of my cramp till I feel it again. Because I know a lot of women say, like, you don't remember childbirth. Like, you don't remember the pain. Like, it's painful, yes. But you're all the adrenaline, like, you're so out of it that you don't really remember the pain afterwards. Yeah, and I feel like that's why. It's like, it's a pain that, like, you only feel in the moment, but you don't really remember how, like, you can't feel it again. But, like, I can literally feel how it felt, like, when I got hit in the face, like when I got like pulled my teeth, like I can remember those feelings, like it, like that. You said
pull my teeth, and that gave me such the heebie-jeebies, bro.
It's awful, but it's like you remember those pains. But like, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like cramps, it's like.
I mean, I know what cramps feel like, but
you
it's
know
just
what cramps feel like, but like
awful.
You don't like, you know what I mean? Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just special.
You are special.
Thank you.
I had someone tell me that when they watch our podcast, like, they get hungry too.
Is it because we always talk about food?
We talk about food, and like we also always say, I'm so hungry, because we're always so hungry.
We haven't eaten usually the day we film.
We also
till after that podcast.
Yeah, we usually eat after we film. But it's just funny that like it like rubs off on people that watch.
Bro, I don't blame y'all. Like I hope you guys are eating while you're watching, because I'm so
also
hungry.
A lot of people also eat while they watch.
Yeah, because like I'm really excited for the mukbang. Like I just want you to edit it.
Oh yeah, we made a vlog. We did a mukbang, whatever it's called.
It was
but
ASMR.
Also we tried doing ASMR.
And the thing is, I suck at that because we were supposed to be whispering the whole time, and like I'm too loud. I get loud. I don't even know. Out of nowhere. There was probably so many points where we were shouting. Because
I don't even know, but at the end of the day, we suck at it. So it's obviously just so awful. It's
so funny.
I don't even know if it'll sound good.
I'm really worried,
because
but
we use like shitty mics. Like even if it's bad, I'm still gonna post it. Thank you guys for watching.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe.
Do what you gotta do.
See you guys next Wednesday. Bye.